And do you feel sure of succeeding? Pardieu! Exclaimed the man in the cloak, suddenly expressing himself in French. What did your excellency say? Inquired the other. I said, my good fellow, that I would do more single-handed by the means of gold than you and all your troop could effect, with stilettos, pistols, carbines, and blunderbusses included. Leave me, then, to act, and have no fears for the result. At least there could be no harm in myself and party being in readiness, in case your excellency should fail. None whatever. Take what precautions you please, if it is any satisfaction for you to do so, but rely upon my obtaining the reprieve I seek. Remember, the execution is fixed for the day after tomorrow, and that you have but 1 day to work in. And what of it? Is not a day divided into 24 hours, each hour into 60 minutes, and every minute subdivided into 60 seconds? Now, in 86,400 seconds, very many things can be done. And how shall I know whether your excellency has succeeded or not? Oh, that is very easily arranged. I have engaged the 3 lower windows at the Café Rospoli. Should I have obtained the requisite pardon for Peppino, the 2 outside windows shall be hung with yellow damasks, and the center with white, having a large cross in red marked on it. And whom will you employ to carry the reprieve to the officer directing the execution? Send one of your men, disguised as a penitent friar, and I will give it to him. His dress will procure him the means of approaching the scaffold itself, and he will deliver the official order to the officer, who, in his turn, will hand it to the executioner. In the meantime, it will be as well to acquaint Peppino with what we have determined on, if it be only to prevent his dying of fear or losing his senses, because in either case a very useless expense will have been incurred. Your excellency, said the man, you are fully persuaded of my entire devotion to you, are you not? Okay, I think maybe I switched the voices between yesterday's episode and today's. If it was easy for me to check, I would do that. I feel a little insecure about today's episode. I'm not going to lie to you folks. Hopefully it doesn't affect what we're dealing with here. Keeping the consistency and continuity, what we're going to just orient ourselves to is that the man in the cloak is the one talking to the man with the money, if that's how we want to differentiate them. The man with the money is saying, I'm going to do more with, I wouldn't call it diplomacy, but I'm going to do bribery, maybe. I'm going to do more with the dollar than you are with all of your weapons. So let me just do it in the meantime. He says something here that I'm like, oh man, am I not the only one who thinks this way sometimes? When he goes, is not a day divided into 24 hours, each hour into 60 minutes, and every minute subdivided into 60 seconds, ... Now, he's saying that for optimistic reasons, right? He's looking at that as an opportunity. 86,400 opportunities, where I do the same thing, but in the complete inverse. And it's something I work on personally in my life. I realize it's not a healthy way to live in the world. I'll give you 2 really frivolous examples of this. I hate 4-way stop signs. I hate 4-way stop signs so much for the simple reason that at least where I live, no one knows how to handle a 4-way stop sign. It's essentially first come, first serve. I think people get confused because back in traffic school, when you learn to drive, they say that the person on your right has the right of way, etc., etc. But the truth of the matter is, in the real world, a 4-way stop sign is whoever is there first gets to go, right? I'm there first, then you're there, I go, then you go. Or if you get there first, if you're on my left, if you're on my right, you get to go first, and then I'll go after you. What drives me insane is the person who gets there first doesn't know what to do, and then waits for you to go, or hesitates. And where I start adding up all these seconds is like every 4-way stop sign I come to is at least 15 to 20 seconds of just waiting for someone to make a decision, which doesn't seem like a lot. But to get to my partner's place, I have to go through 4-way stop signs. So that's a full minute or minute and a half of me waiting for somebody. That's just one direction. Then I got to do it on the way back. And if I do that multiple times a month, I'm losing like 15 to 20 minutes a month just at four-way stop signs. And I'm like, there is more I want to be doing with my life than sitting here waiting for you to make a decision. As I said, I'm very aware that this is not a healthy way to view time and requires a level of patience that I am trying to cultivate in myself. The other frivolous example that doesn't involve other people, because I'm not necessarily trying to put moral judgments on how people navigate the world, and this is a stupider one, this is even dumber, is peeling stickers off of apples. I've gotten to the point where I'm like, okay, if I can't peel this off in 1 or 2 seconds, I'm just going to use the knife and cut it off, because I don't have the time to sit there and try to peel off a sticker every single morning when I have my morning apple. If it takes me 20 seconds a day to peel a sticker off an apple, that's almost 2.5 minutes a week. That's nearly 10 minutes a month. And heaven forbid I have an apple on the day that I go through some four-way stop signs, because then I'm like, oh, okay, I have an apple every day. I go through four-way stop signs every day. I'm losing a half an hour a month just to these things. It's stupid. I recognize that, folks. I recognize I need to work on this. Wow, what a tangent I've taken us on today. I need to start thinking like the man with money. And maybe that's why he has money. He's looking at seconds not as what's taking away from him, but what opportunities it's giving him. What could I be doing in that 15 to 20 seconds when I'm stopped at four-way stop signs? I could do some sort of memory game, keeping my memory sharp, my cognition sharp. What could I be doing while I'm peeling stickers off of apples? I could be trying to remember the capitals of all the states. Every time I peel a sticker off an apple, I choose a random state and think of the capital of it. I don't know. Things I could be doing that are healthy opportunities rather than detractions to my time and attention and patience. Did today's episode have anything to do with this? No, it did not. And I'm sorry for that. Or am I? I don't know. You're probably like, you've just spent 11 minutes talking about how much time this shit takes up in your life, and you've taken 11 minutes of my life. You know what? Listen, the time it took to listen to this episode, you could have sat at four-way stop signs all month long. Let that sink in. Okay. Let's just barrel through some more of this kind of exciting clandestine scheming going on by these two mysterious men. Shall we? Join me here tomorrow. I promise I'll be on better behavior. Until then, okay, goodbye. The Countdown of Monte Cristo is part of the Gruntwork Podcast Network. This show is produced, edited, and hosted by Landon Solano. The original text of The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas. Theme song by Magic Solo. If you want to support the show and others like it, visit patreon.com/gruntworkpod. Thank you for listening. See you tomorrow.